psychic medium, everything in between. Just coming in to do a little update where we are, what we have happening. Just waiting to see if I have anyone in here. It says there's nobody watching. Oh, here we go. I'm like, it's saying there's nobody, but my phone says there's people. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Kevin. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Pat. Hello, everybody. Hello, Lisa. I just seen your message. I'm just finishing up work for tonight. I'm getting ready to leave my downstairs computer, and I'm laughing at myself because I'm downstairs on my older computer with my old camera, and I don't have any of my new stuff, like my new stuff set up. It's upstairs, and I'm like, I'm down here all day working on all of my older equipment. Don't even make sense, but here we are. Hello, Teresa and Carlene and Melissa. Hello, and Ronita. Hi. So I'm just finishing up work. I've been working all day today, a long day. And I wanted to stop in before I went upstairs, before I shut down everything for tonight. I'm actually supposed to be in school in a half hour. I'm still in school myself, still trying to complete my master's in one of my courses. So in my schooling, so I'm trying to complete my master's and get that done and fit that in. So I have a half hour. And I just wanted to stop in and have a little chat about life and about where we are and about what we have coming up. And I'm going to give a card for the week. If you have not read, I have two energy forecast readings that are on YouTube right now. And so both of those are up. One was posted, I think, Sunday, and the other one I posted yesterday. And so both of them are on there. They're both very, very different from each other. They have a totally different energy, a totally different reading. One was on the 1010, and then the other one was for the 13th. And so they were all very magical numbers. And today is October the 14th, and today is my dad's birthday. My dad turned 74 years old today, and he's still as spry, and you'd never know. You would never know he is like 74. He's still going like crazy, still building and working. And so, but it's his birthday today. So happy birthday to my dad. You just finished watching yesterday's? Oh, good. Good. So yes, if you want to watch the updates of the energy forecast, they are up. They are on YouTube. There's two of them there. And I do have excuse me. I do have a walk with me. So I do have a new walk with me YouTube video as well. I made today. I actually got out today. I had enough energy to go back out and walk a little bit today. Not long, but I did. So no, Natasha, exactly right. He does not stop much. My dad is, if Natasha lives in the same town as my dad, and anyone who knows my dad knows that my dad is like crazy busy man, and the work that he does is, oh my God, he's the most incredible builder. I said I'm going to write a blog about my dad. You often hear me talk about myself, my mom, and the mother-daughter wounds and the mother-daughter healing and that journey, and I write about her. You hear me speak very little about my dad, and my dad is a huge part of my life. I always say I'm his girl, but he also has Maggie and my granddaughter, and so, but he also has 3 stepdaughters as well. But he's a very special man. But anyway, back to what I was doing while I was waiting for people to join in. So we have a few people in here, and I don't have a lot of time, so I did want to get to this tonight and speak a little bit more. So tomorrow night, if you have not seen, on top of my walk with me and my other YouTube videos that are out, plus all the other school stuff that's out, tomorrow night I am doing a live event. I'm doing a live mediumship, spiritual guidance, intuitive guidance, pulling cards for people, and it's all in a live sold, like a paid event. and you can purchase your tickets to come into it. It is in a Zoom conference, so you literally will be on screen with me. So you get to be on screen. I do prefer if you're right on the screen with me. It just really makes it easier for sometimes we get, sometimes you get hackers, you just never know. So but it's live. It's live tomorrow night. It is at I can't remember what time it is, but it's tomorrow evening, and you can purchase tickets right on my website, not on the school, but on the website, CoreyThorne.com. It's the post for it is right on my Facebook page. It's not on YouTube, but and this video is on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. But you can purchase tickets to come into my live event tomorrow night. I will be in there for 90 minutes. And so instead of coming in here and asking for, you see a lot of people doing videos, and a lot of people are, collecting stars and getting, asking for PayPal donations and stuff like that. Well, it's the same type of thing, except I'm offering as a paid event because I do get paid for my work. It's what I do. This is the only job I have. This is the only life that I live by. This is not a, this is not a pastime. This is my life. And so I do these live events. I used to go out in person and do these live events. I used to offer these in person when we could do a lot more in-person things. So I decided I'm going to start doing more live events. So if you want to purchase a ticket, you want to come in and join me for, a much better chance of getting a session, like a reading with me, or a card pulled, or some guidance. You can ask me a question. Is that if you get chosen, is because there's only 25 tickets being sold. No more than 25 people can come in. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Lisa just shared the link to purchase the tickets, and it is tomorrow evening. So you can come in, you can join me. Only 25 people can join. That's the max that I'm taking. And the reason why is because I want people to be able to have a better chance of being able to get in and have an opportunity to get a reading with me. So Dave still hasn't retired yet either. No, I think Dave and Dad are about the same energy. I believe, Joanne. Like that's just in their blood. It's just who they are, made from the same cloth. Exactly. And so, yeah, so that's in there. And also in the school, there's a whole bunch of new programs. So tomorrow night, you can join me in a live event, and it's different than this because here I'm just reading your comments. I'm not, you're not on the screen with me. In there, you're coming up on the screen. You're all on the screen with me. You're all there, and we're in a group together, and it's 90 minutes. And I try to keep it on time, but if it goes a couple minutes over, that's as is. I will be fully channeled in. I'll be doing as much as I possibly can. So I hope to see you there. Just wanted to let you know. But let me give you a card for tonight. I do have to watch the time. Like I said, I do have to go. I still have to go to school. I'm still in school. So I still have to go to school tonight. So, and I've been working all day. But I do want to give you a few cards. Hello, everyone who's joined. Hello, Phil. Nice to see you. And thank you, Pat. And hi, Edie. I just seen Edie just joined in here as well. And you never know. There's often others. There's also often others of my healing friends that are also, or intuitive guides and coaches that are in my live events. You never know. They may be popping in as well. So I'm using my deck of Oracle cards tonight. So this is my deck. And this is the Everyday Goddess Oracle cards. This is about inspiration and attitude. These belong to me. The other thing that I also have is my book, which is called More Than Existing. If you have not read it, you don't have it, you can go to amazon.ca.com and you can get a copy of my book. If we purchase a ticket, can we join late? My son is talking. Yes, Kelly, absolutely. Yes. So once you purchase a ticket, you'll get an email that has the Zoom link in it. And then whenever you join in, you'll just pop right into the event. And yeah. So, and yes, definitely early 2022. you'll definitely be able to buy the cards. We are making some more changes to the cards. And I will be launching a course then to also go with the cards. So the card that came up is unassuming for tonight. So tonight's energy, this is October the 14th, and tonight's energy is about the unassuming Amara. And as you see, it's hard to see. My lights are really bright down here tonight because I have to have them bright when I'm in my Zoom conferences. You're welcome, Kelly. So it is this beautiful woman, and she's walking into this golden light. Is she walking in, or is she just standing there? Is she at rest? It's 90 minutes, Raina. The event is 90 minutes. And so yeah, so it's a 90-minute event. So we have the divine feminine and we have sisterhood. So if you watched my live, if you watched my YouTube video from last night, I spoke about the divine feminine energy. And so the unassuming that I'm picking up tonight is that this unassuming is like, even though we have all of this kind of, you're welcome, even though we have all this chaos kind of energy that's out there and around us, and we hear a lot of things, is that I always say there is like a whole network of this beautiful, like God conscious energy. So these beautiful golden threads of energy that is wrapping around the earth, they're wrapping around us, and that it's pulling up and pulling in to this beautiful divine feminine Mother Mary, Isis energy, like the divine goddess of Isis, not the terrorist group, but the goddess of Isis, that beautiful energy of just nurturing. And so the nurturing energy that's coming in, and even though we may be feeling like, it's like kind of like that. So one of the courses that I'm going to be teaching is called spiritual depression. You may be feeling like you're like in melancholy, like that melancholy melancholy energy, that blah, like you're just on the couch. You just don't, you feel like you're got up and left without you. And it's like, but sometimes what we don't realize is that that's a part of the beginning of, the calm, that rest that we need to be able to be prepared for a shift, a change. And so there's a big shift, a big change in energy that is actually really, really good. So when we think things are like uh not going so well, or it's like, oh well, this, why is this happening? Well, a lot of things that are happening are actually working for our highest good. It's just like a door closing. When a door closes, or an opportunity shuts down, or sometimes it's like you think it's the most like horrible thing in the moment, because it's like, how am I going to, how am I going to care for myself? What am I going to do? How am I going to, how am I going to make ends meet? But you don't realize that sometimes those things that we keep trying to repeat and keep trying to hold on to and keep trying to do over and over and over and over again is the thing that's keeping us in a limited way of living. Like we're fearful to let things fall away or let things end. Whereas what we're being told is that all of this, that's kind of feeling like, oh, it's shutting down our world, or things are shutting down, or is that there's something behind the scenes that is working for our highest good right now. Something better is coming in. Something beautiful is coming in. And I keep seeing the beauty on the other side, and I keep seeing the light on the other side. And I have never left my faith train. So we're being told to really notice and be aware of the little things that you would not have noticed before. So look at the little changes, the little sparks, the good things, the new networking that's happening, the new buildup that's coming. And I myself just became a part of another. I have a meeting on Tuesday, but I just became a part of a new little network of like this little group thing that is starting up, that's in a new energy, that's in a new dawn, a new day, and so there's a lot of new that is coming, even though it feels like it's not, even though it feels like this is challenging times. Sometimes we got to let go of the strings. We just got to let go and trust. And that's what we're being told tonight is, there's a lot of this beautiful golden light energy that's with us, the spirits, the divine feminine, the ascendant masters. There's a lot of that is working on our behalf right now to bring about change, to do a lot of exposure, that is really exposing things that need to be exposed, and also exposing those that are of the light. So the imposter energy is being exposed, and those that are of the light workers, those of pure intention and pure love, like it's exposing it out into the world and opening up a whole new doorway, a new portal, a new opportunity to just see these um, beautiful things that are working for us. So I can tell you, it's like magic and miracles are taking place, and we're going to see some magic and miracles happening within our lives. We are. And I keep seeing it. I keep seeing these sparks, and I keep saying, it's like my human self is like everyone else. And just like some days I'm like, what the fuck? And how am I going? Like, I don't see, I can't see the light, and I can't see how there's going to be a light at the end of the tunnel. And it's so easy to get caught up in the negative and get caught up into the energy and get caught up into the old stuff. And you just want to get in. And I see, like, you just want to get in, you want to leave all these comments, and you want to get involved in every conversation. And often I start and then I go delete, delete, delete. Don't even invest your energy into there. Don't get involved into there. And that's sometimes even the good stuff. I don't even get involved in some of the good conversations. If you see a post of me posting somewhere, then it's a post that was like, go now. And so just knowing that the more that you can consume your energy, and save it for the good stuff, because there's a lot of good stuff to come. Yes, Joanne, it's like the trees letting go of their leaves in the fall. Exactly. And they go with the wind, right? And they blow away, and they've served their time, and everything has its season. Oh, hello, everyone. I just decided I should come in. I so need to hear this. Honestly, I got to the point I thought I had a right. It's exactly right. And so yes. And so Raina, that's exactly it. You get so consumed. And that's so I'm like, I wish I could see your hands. If you could all raise your hands in your emojis, who knows what spiritual depression is, right? How many people understand or know what spiritual depression is? Not your clinical depression, not our seasonal sad, but what it is to be spiritually depressed, to feel that sense of that oppression, to feel that melancholy, to feel like you've forgotten yourself. It's that depletion. So it's like when you go through these stages of life, when you just feel like, oh, you've tapped in. It's like it's not tapping into a freaking maple tree where you're getting all the sweet stuff. Thank you, Raina. Right? Raise your hand to that. It's not like tapping into the maple tree and you're getting all the good maple syrup. It's like if too many people tap into the tree, and the tree gets depleted, and the tree runs out of its sap, and it got nothing left to give, and it got nothing left to, there's just can't see the light of day, just like blah, everything feels blah, everything, you can't see anything beautiful, you can't see anything great, you're forgetting everything, you're forgetting where you laid your keys, you're forgetting, there's no space left inside of you. And you just feel like it's like almost like you're talking about yourself. It's like you're totally separated from you. You're unable to even listen to your own self. And that is called spiritual depression. And so when I'm coaching and healing and working through spiritual depression, we're not going to stay in the sad story. We're going to replenish. So for spiritual depression, and when we're there, we have to replenish ourselves. It's like replenish the human. The soul doesn't need us. The soul doesn't need us. Always remember, people say, "Oh, I gotta replenish my soul." No, the soul is saying, come back home to me, come back in here, connect back to me, listen to me. And so that whole essence of ourself, what we do is we replenish, we recharge, we rebuild, we restructure, we go back in and we revisit those areas of where am I leaking energy? Where am I falling away from myself? It's almost like I know when I'm getting spiritually depressed and I'm tapped because I can barely get my freaking hair combed. Sometimes I got to question whether or not did I brush my teeth? And you stop caring what you look like. You stop caring about what you're wearing. You find yourself just like you don't even look through your closet. You just pick out the first thing and you just put it on. And whether you're male or female, And so that course that I'm doing is for anybody, but you do. And that's kind of where we've exhausted everything right now. We haven't got enough room for any more information. We're tapped, we're done, we're depleted, our energy is low, we're all the way down. We just can't seem to kind of, like, when you just can't seem to pull your shit together. You just, like, your get up and go got up and left without you. You can't get excited about anything. You find yourself like, just like, you temporary satisfaction. So you're happy for, you're happy for 10 minutes, or you're happy for an hour, or if somebody comes to visit, you smile, but when everyone leaves, you're bleh again. And that's the energy that we're kind of saying, it's time for us to start replenishing. It's time for us to start recharging. And that means sometimes it requires us to rest, to shut everything down, to shut everything out, and to be able to kind of come back to you. And what do I need to bring into my world, into my life? And that's what the divine feminine card is tonight that came up, the sisterhood. And so we all have a feminine and a masculine energy. We all have a yin and yang, just like Mother Earth has her north and south pole, she has her equator. It's like we all have these pivotal points to us. We all also have the star energy. So we all have these points. So we have our north, our south, our east, our west, and for us it's our up down, left, right. It's like, which direction am I being pulled, and where am I putting too much energy, and am I too much in one story and not enough in another, or in my energy. And so the divine sisterhood is what she's showing us. This is like the divine mother, the healer energy. See, she's dressed in green. So she is the healer energy. So that spiritual healing energy that comes in to just raise the roof, so that it's kind of like lifting up the blinds. And you could be sitting inside in the dark and going, oh, it's just so dark and gloomy out today. It looks cold out today. And you may hear the wind blowing and believe that it's cold outside, but you haven't opened the door to find out if it is actually cold. And then when you open the blinds and you see the sun shining, and you just kind of, and that's what it's like. It's like the spiritual healing energy lifts up the blinds so that you can see the light, so that you can see the opportunity, so that you can see you, so that you can start to breathe into you. And when you start to breathe into you, you start to breathe into like a whole new Thank you, Lisa. And Lisa just shared the spiritual depression course that we're having, that coaching 4-week class that I have coming up. And so the divine feminine is just saying, here's our cup. Is your cup full? What is in your cup? And there's a little fish in here. So it's like this fish represents our soul. This represents the essence of us, the spirit of us. And that, we have the mind, body, soul connection. So it's the power of the three. We also call it the Trinity, right? It is that full alignment. When you come back in, you come into wholeness. It is that mind, body, soul connection. It is that full sense of self, of knowing to not be separated from self, to not to discount you, to charge up everyone else, to not to put yourself on the back burner, to not to be so caught up in everything that's happening out there. It's the same thing, and I say this all the time. If you have a deck of oracle cards and you decide you're going to pull a card every day, and you pull one card and you get your answer and you write it out, beautiful. That's exactly what you do. If you keep shuffling your cards and looking for the right answer, or looking for something that's going to make you feel right, it's like, oh, that's not the answer I want. Is that you don't get the answer that you want, you get the answer that you need. And so if you're constantly out there seeking and searching, and you spend 8 hours a day or 4 hours a day, 5 hours a day, showing up on every single page that you can find where somebody's going to do a reading, and you've already had a reading, or you already know the answer, stop seeking and searching to hear the thing that you want to hear. Because you don't have space or room. You got what you needed for the day. You got what you needed for the month. Let it be, let it unfold. And you have to let life unfold. And so sometimes you're putting a lot of energy and exhausting a lot of energy, and you're also leaking out some of your energy because you're just so in that place of not letting the good stuff build up inside of you. So calm down. Calm down. Sit with you, Raina. Like growing a flower from a seed in a little pot. And when it needs to grow up and be repotted into a big pot, and it looks droopy and sagging to have that beauty it had, right? Exactly. And replenishing it. So yes, Michelle says she used to do that. She used to be seeking and searching. Exactly. And if you're always seeking and searching, you are not seeing properly. You're not seeing what's in front of you. You're not seeing that we have everything within us that we need. Um, I always see the numbers 444 all the time. Yes. And so the 444s number the angels, and they're telling you, we're here with you. Pay attention. It's you're not alone. And so all the numbers that keeps popping up, the sequence, the songs, the similarities, the synchronicities that you see, all of that is how they communicate to us. They have to use things, the spirit guides and the angels, they have to use things that are in our world to be able to get us to pay attention. Right? Always what you need it. Right? It's like it's always there. Okay, so I'm going to do another card to go with this. I have a real distraction happening. Sorry, guys. I have a real distraction. So I have a distraction. I have something that keeps trying to come in, and I'm not sure what it is yet. And I know it's something coming through. So my sentences feel like they're being cut off, or if it looks like I don't know what I'm talking about, it's because I'm listening. I'm listening to I'm listening to the guides. They're trying to tell me something, and I'm not getting it all right now. So I'm giving it a moment. But the card that comes in to validate all this for us is the peaceful perspective. And this is Paisley. And so we can lie to ourselves when we say, oh, I let that go. I no longer worry about that. But when you're holding on back here, secretly holding on to something, and your thoughts go to it, and you keep getting into it, and you keep getting yourself caught up, you will never be at peace. So a peaceful perspective means that you have to get really honest with yourself and say, okay, I got nothing left to lose. I got everything to gain. It's cost me enough already. Just freaking let it go, and let's just see where it takes me. And that's the same thing with the unknown world, is that you've invested enough into a world that you thought you knew, and when you thought you knew and it screwed you over already, so why not trust the unknown world? Right? If you've been in this, you see these things, you see these people, you get into these relationships, you get into these situations, and then you find yourself being depleted, you find yourself being kind of taken advantage of, or you find yourself like finding out a different story, a different truth, and so you thought you knew, you thought you've seen it all. So why not believe in the world that you don't know? Why not believe in that unknown world? Why not have faith? Right? Have faith in something that you don't know, but that's of the highest good, that has no desire to manipulate us, or has no desire to kind of create our world. If they did, they would never have given us free will. They've given us free will so that we can do what we want to do. Okay, so this is what I have, and I'm going here. So I have somebody coming through for me right now who wears freaking cowboy shirts. The cowboy shirts that haps us up with the I'm gonna say like the ivory looking button hapses on them. They're like those white hapses. He's got like black patches or something on his shoulders, like got that West cowboy shirts, I call them. Those Western shirts that got like that patch thing here. And then it's got like some sort of designs or something, for whether it's flowers, roses, I don't know, but it's on his shirt. And this man has been coming over my shoulder since I got here. If you own him, please come forward. I just feel like his jeans might be jeans, or they might be like the Wrangler jeans that are like dress pants. They're more of a dress pant jeans. And it's like a big belt buckle. He's got a big ass belt buckle on. He walks, and and I don't know if he actually wore a cowboy hat or if he just wore those shirts, but he's here with me. and he's coming in over my shoulder. He's peeking in. I just keep seeing his shirt. Country and music, like country music. Sorry, country music. Country music was like his love. He shows me his boots. He's got the all out cowboy boots, like John Wayne, Johnny Cash, like that old. Um, Kathy, is it Jack, my mentor? I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what we got of him. Let me see what else he's come with. Is that what he looked like? And I feel like when he got dressed up, he wore like, one of those little tie things that goes around the neck that got like the two little strings that come together. And it has like a metal. Yeah. Okay. Well, Kathy, he is freaking back. He's in here tonight, and I don't know why. I wasn't really coming in here. I never know why I'm coming in, but and so it's like just feels like he might have wore like one of those things, and he's a real freaking cowboy. Really got it together. John Wayne. Was that his name, John Wayne? Like his name is Jack, but was his name really Jack, or was it something else? Yeah, he's like John Wayne. He's just like John Wayne. That's what I got of him. And he's got this strut, this walk to him, and confident Kathy or Catherine. he's like, I'm like, I can't, and I don't know if he called you Kathy sometimes or if he always just called you Catherine. But he's got this strut to him. And he's just got this strut energy, and he's just like strutting in. So I don't know. Called him Duke. Okay, because I don't feel like he was always called Jack. But he's that John Wayne kind of energy. And so he's very much that energy. And he loves that like old Western movies, like the old Western days, that there. And he also shows me, I don't know, I feel like he also had a donkey. And I don't know where the donkey, or if that's you, Catherine, that had the donkey, because I keep seeing the donkey and I keep seeing like a old watering can or something, like an old watering can. And he's showing me like a whole, like going like on some sort of like day trip or going on a trip. And so I don't know what you have happening or what you have going on right now, but this man is like coming in from the behind. He is showing me his shoulders. Oh my God, Kathy or Catherine. Why am I calling you Kathy tonight? It's as if I don't even know you. I lost my dog Duke last week, and I just signed on and was listening. He gave you the mule. Okay, so there is a donkey, right? I'm like, so he gave you the mule, and he's showing me the donkey. I'm like, yeah, I have a donkey as a spirit guide. And so yeah, so your dog Duke. So he has your dog Duke. Duke is with him then. He has Duke, and he just says, whatever you're going, like he shows me his shoulders, and he says, you may have big shoulders, but I have bigger shoulders than you, and I can handle what you can't handle. And he talks with his hands too, by the way, Catherine. Matt talks with his hands, and he's doing that too. He says, he has bigger shoulders than you. He's always had bigger shoulders than you because my mom is Kathy. Oh, okay. All right. See? I'm like, why am I saying Kathy? Why am I saying Kathy? There we go. So, okay. So he says he has bigger shoulders than you. And he says all the stuff that you're just trying to deal with on your own, all the stuff you're trying to do alone, all the things that are like in your way right now, he's coming in. He's clearing the road. He's clearing the obstacles. He says, put it on my shoulders. Give it to me. Give it to me. Let me help you. I'm here to help you. You never ask for help. And whatever Kathy is doing, whatever she's doing, like just like don't let them hurtful people get into the good things that you know are coming for you. That's what he's telling you. And it's like, don't let those things get to you. Don't let that bother you. Don't let that happen. He just tells you he is there and he's there for you. He's like charging in. The mule. That makes me laugh. And so I'm so sorry for the passing of Duke, but Duke is over there. Duke is with him. He has this whole, like, I feel like we're going on a mission. I'm like, I just want to say to him, like, I feel like we're like Mother Mary and Jesus right now, and we're walking with the donkey, and we got a watering can, and And so by that, what I mean is I feel like he's walking forth with like a miracle that's coming in. And he talks about I don't know if it's very bright where you are tonight, if the stars are out. He's talking about the North Star. He's talking about the stars and he talks about something is aligning in the stars. Something, Catherine, is aligning in the stars to line up for you. And he's pretty amazing. He's pretty incredible. So this man is like, and you signed on right at that time. You just can't make that shit up, right? Like there's just so he's here and he's there with you. So just know that he's there to care for you. He's there to take this on. And so he knew you needed him tonight after an experience with Kathy. After an experience with Kathy, you needed him. And so he's there helping you through this tonight. And he's interfering in my freaking session. I wasn't doing any mediumship tonight because I have a whole night of mediumship to do tomorrow night. And I did a whole day today. So, but in the meantime, I can't help spirit. I can't help what comes in, and I have to give the messages as they come. So, know, Catherine, that he's here holding your heart. He's there. Just give it to him tonight. He's got big shoulders. He can handle it. He's always there to handle it for him. And you have to remember to ask him. You have to call him in. He's always there to be called in. He's always there to come in for you. And he's always there with you. So this is so healing to hear from him through you. I'm so sorry, Jack. Burst through. I'm not sorry. I love it, Catherine. I love it. It just makes me laugh. I speak to them I don't speak to them as if they're any different from you and I. The only thing they don't have is a human body. So when I know they're coming, I talk to them exactly as I talk to my friends. And, all of my friends know that I have that sarcastic, funny humor. I have my little Newfoundlander humor. And so I talk to them the same way. And he's one of them. He can handle it. He can handle it. He can give as good as he can give her out good too. He knows how to use his humor as well. So, so I'm very thankful that he came through, Catherine, for you tonight. So yay. All right, let's see what else we got. I am supposed to be in class, by the way. I'm not doing a very good job at showing up to class right here now. But I want to pull another card. I don't know why. Hold on. And hello, everybody's joining in. I'm just looking back through. So Lisa did post 2 links. He is an amazing man. He is an amazing man. Thank you, Catherine. She posted one for my live event tomorrow night, and then she also posted one for the spiritual depression class that I'm teaching. And like I said, it's not about clinical depression. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not your doctor, but I'm here for those blah times of our lives when we just feel like blah, and we lose the sparkle in our eyes and in our heart and our skin, and we just barely are we're dragging our ass and dragging our feet, and we're just not feeling like ourselves. And I'm going to help with that. I'm going to help you raise that vibration back up. I feel like I have to pull another card. I don't know why before I leave, I feel like I have to give another card. So I'm going to pull a card for everybody. Oh God. So I'm pulling one from my deck of cards, and I'm going back to my very original deck of cards. Something is telling me to pull from both. So I'm going to use both decks. This is mine. I'll pull from mine first, and then I'm going to pull from the Goddess deck of cards here. The Eye of the Beholder. And this is Queenie. And so, see, I was talking about earlier before Jack came in, I was talking about the power of the 3 and, that connection to us. And we, and also the connection when we're away from ourselves, when we are in the essence of living from the place of our shadows, that we live in the place of fear. We live in a place of not trusting, not holding on to faith. We feel like we've lost our faith. We feel like we're just like blah. And then we also have that kind of the other energy that we get caught in is that we go from 0 to 360. Like we just from 0 to 100. Like you just it's just feels like what most people often do is that temporary satisfaction or or half-ass the healing, half-ass our journey. And so you get that inspiration, you feel like you're doing good, you get a little bit of a good thing and you run with it. It is like losing 20 pounds, but you got 100 pounds to lose and you lose 20 and you're all good. You could buy a new pair of jeans, you're feeling good about yourself. And then you feel like you can start to slack off and you feel like you can, but your desire was more than that, was the same thing. And then you find yourself not losing gas and losing interest and losing that zest. So often what we do in life is that we run on that empty tank, but we're running on that energy of being charged up from experiencing one good thing. So that one good thing that we find, such as, oh, I just found, I just fell in love, but you only just met 2 months ago. So you're in lust. So you run on lust. And when you run on lust, and no matter what it is, you may find a food that you love, or you may find a hobby that you like, and you're like, and you go all in. So that extremes that we do, that obsessiveness, that kind of getting so extreme in one extreme to the other extreme, and it takes us away from ourselves. And both ends is, you're trying to seek that means to an end. You're trying to find that happy place, that joy, that sense of being content in life. But as long as in that desperate or that extreme, there is no balance. And it's about us creating balance in our lives. And that queenie energy that's coming in for us tonight is that our attention goes to the heart, goes to the heart that's in the cards and to the heart of the matter. What is the heart of the matter? Why can we not be content? Why are we not content? Why are we not happy? Why do we keep spending so much time? And this was in my walk today. Why is it that when we get into our heads and into problems, that the problem can become unlimited. We can see unlimited doom and gloom. Unlimited. It's like, oh my God, it's so big. I don't know how I'm going to get out, and all this is happening, blah, blah, blah. But a solution will limit. Only if I have this will my life be better. Only if this happens will it be good. Only if this happens will it all work out. And why is it that when you're thinking about the problem, it can be, you can put all this energy into it. You can see all of these big things and it's like, woo, right here. But a solution can be limited. Why do we limit the solution? It's the same thing as when we can have so much, we can believe in fear stories, but we don't believe in faith. And both are from an invisible world, right? Both are from that non-physical world that is non-existent. And only when we take the imagination turned into a reality does it come in. Well, it's the same type of thing. What if your solutions are unlimited? And when you can calm and breathe into you, the problem is much smaller and the problem is more limited than the actual solution. And the solutions are massive, unlimited solutions, but they're not the one that you want. You're just so laser focused on one thing. So you're willing to stay in the problem, willing to stay in the misery, willing to stay in the old story, willing to stay in the hurt, rather than doing the one thing that can bring you the solution, even though it may not be the easy way, even though it may not look like what you want, but it is a solution. And that one solution then leads to all kinds of solutions, and it leads to new opportunities, and it leads you back into the light. Imagine that. But we don't look at it that way. That's everything's going on. Well, see, there you go, Destiny. That's why I had to pull another card. So, one last one. And so now I'm going to the Doreen Virtue. And so this was my first deck of cards. Now they're very hard to get because Doreen kind of jumped ship. And so These cards are hard to get. They're expensive, but they're my first deck. And see, you just can't make. I kept looking over at this deck of cards, going, and I kept hearing, you need to pull these cards. You need to pull these cards. You need to pull these cards. So I'm like, okay, Mother Mary, expect a miracle. That was the very first conversation we came in with. Anyone who's been working with me for any period of time, been following me, knows my connection to Mother Mary. You know that my deck that I used for years was my Mary, Mother, and Saint Mary, Saints, and Angels, I think they're called. And Mother Mary, I have been channeling Mother Mary for years, all of the Marys. And this is exactly what I said when I came in. It's exactly what I said in my channeled message on YouTube yesterday. This is a time that there's this web of beautiful golden divine energy that is working for us and through us, through Earth, through the universe right now, that is bringing forth these beautiful God conscious healing, magic and miracle energy. And expect a miracle. And by expecting a miracle, it means that we have to put the action steps in. We have to start going towards the solutions, even though it may not be exactly the picture of how you pictured it. You got to let go of that control and start seeing that world a little more unlimited, and that problem world, start shrinking that down. Start shrinking that down, because the more that you invest into that world, the more that you invest into the misery, to the doom and gloom, the bigger the doom and gloom gets. It just gets bigger because you keep growing it. Stop fucking growing it and start growing the faith, start growing the beautiful little solution. And it might be is to say, unfollow, 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 delete, 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 delete. There's some solutions. Only follow the good stuff. That's what I do. And so here's Mary, and expect a miracle. And I just listen, and I listened, and I followed my heart, followed the truth, and just trusting that intuition tonight that, have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. And that is such a truth. I'm holding on to that. I am not letting that go. I've been there, and a big thing for me is that I've allowed myself to go into even deeper into my stories. And it's like, when I look at the pain, I'm like, the pain is limiting me. When you look at the pain story, you say, well, pain is a problem. If pain, I live in pain. And before the pain, what was my problem? I had a problem before the pain. And then I got the pain, and I still had the same problem. And then, so is the pain really the problem? Or is the pain the mask over the problem? And what is the real problem? What is the real issue? And if I look at the pain, if I look into the pain deep enough, I can see a hero. I can see a heroine of my story. I can see this strong woman who just knows that pain, the pain may be real, but the misery wasn't, and that there was many truth beyond there. And to go deeper and go deeper and go deeper and go deeper. And the deeper that I went was that there was a lot of things that we tell ourselves that makes our problem bigger, because it allows us to stay in a story. Who are you without a story? Who are you without a story to tell, someone to blame, someone to hold accountable, someone to hold responsible? So when somebody shits on our parade, or when the world feels like it's falling down around us, what do you got? You got you. And can you not be the woman, the man, the person who stands up and stands in your own light and says, I'm the solution. I am the solution to everything that I have made bigger than me. I am the solution to everything that I have made bigger than me. And I am unlimited. I just got to stop limiting my own beliefs and the programming that I have within me. That's where it starts. And that's why they wanted us to pull that card. And so, be kind with yourself. Be gentler with yourself. I just shuffled them all up, and there she is again on the bottom of the deck. The underlying of all of this story today is trusting that there is divine energy that is working for us. And then I pulled Una, and this is Easy Does It. And she's just like breathing into the light, breathing into the energy. And if you just let yourself Breathe into the light. It's like breathing into it's like breathing into one of those steamers. You know, when you can't breathe and your sinuses are all, well, when I used to do facials on people and they would be all blah, 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 blah. Back in my day when I'm an advanced esthetician as well. So I'm an advanced colorist technician, a hairstylist, advanced esthetician, many things prior to this. So when I used to do facials and stuff, if someone came in, they were all chaotic and all, and they'd be all over the place. And the moment they would lay down, the first thing I'd do is I would lay my hands over their eyes and then their ears. And then I would just do this. And then I would put the steamer on high enough so that it wasn't right over them. And I would put in my oils and I would just say, breathe in and breathe out. And everything would be gone. Everything would shift. They would go quiet and silent, and I would watch their breathing, and everything would just change. Now, did the outside world change? Nope. What did change? This changed. Their inside world, even if it was for a few moments. So if you do that 100 times a day, right? And then I would add hot towels, and I would give them a new experience. And that's what you have to remember. You have to be the person who takes action towards providing yourself the new experience. You have to keep giving yourself the new experiences. Keep giving yourself, something new to look at, something beautiful to look at, instead of sitting down and listening to an hour of somebody telling you about how we're all enemies, or how we all have to fight for this and fight for that, or how we're all so different, or how we have to cancel each other out, or how we have to, worry about the world being gone. Instead of doing that, shut it all down. Go out and be a part of a new experience. Go out and be a part of nature. Go out, go set up your own little spa. Put your mask on, get in that bathtub, and leave your freaking phone outside. Don't even bring in your iPad and watch a movie. Nothing. Because even those things are not real, and they are taking your energy and they are shifting your energy. Stop it. Oh my God, Beth. So, Beth, Mother Mary. That's our card. Look what Mother Mary is holding. The baby. Oh my God. Oh, Beth, my heart. I feel like I'm going to cry. So, Beth is in hospital right now. It's happening. She's getting ready to give birth. And if you've all been following for a very long time, you know that I met Beth way back when Beth was in hospital and she had just given birth to twin boys, and one of her twin boys went to be spirit. And I know, Beth, I want to cry. And went back home, and then Beth's life drastically changed, and Beth ended up on a beautiful journey, found beautiful life, started this beautiful life, and her other beautiful son, and she's in the hospital right now, getting ready to give birth to her new child, who I told her was coming. Yay, Beth, I'm so happy for you. Mother Mary is with you tonight. We're all with you tonight. All spirit is with you. Your beautiful little guardian, your little trooper is with you. Remember what I told you, make this a beautiful experience tonight. Really, truly just let this be a new experience and live in the awe of this. And we're with you tonight, Beth. See, and I just show up. That's all I do is show up. When I'm asked, I just show up. So expect a miracle. There is a miracle coming in tonight. There's a beautiful miracle. And like I said, there's always beautiful things that are happening around us. And so no matter what, there is beauty. There is beautiful, loving awe stuff. And so easy does it. There is no big rush. It is about stopping, smelling the roses, pausing, reflecting, being, taking that breath and breathing into you. Yes, so much different, right? Just breathe in, Beth, and just know my hand is on your heart. My hand is on your heart, and I have a little teddy bear right here that I do my Reiki on, and Sadie sleeps with it, and so I'm placing my hand upon your heart and holding your hand tonight, Beth, as you're going through this, and going through this beautiful experience as a new little miracles coming in, and all the good things we do of making our world better also makes the world for the next generations better, and that's what we have to remember. This message makes so much sense. Thank you. Explaining with examples. Side note: Queenie was the no. Really, Catherine? Queenie was the horse? The Queenie is the horse that's on my Facebook page that Jack created, and her registered name is Designed by Heart. Leave it to a cowboy to spell heart as heart. Oh my God. See? Magic and miracles. We just can't make that up. Just can't make it up. So, I love it. And so the card actually says that I threw down when Beth came on. There's no need to hurry or force things. There's no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect time or in perfect timing. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. And Queenie has a perfect heart on her face. See, Catherine, we just can't make that up. So I can tell you all, there is beautiful things unfolding. I told you, God conscious. God is at work tonight. Has been at work all week. There is shifts. There is beautiful things, and imposters are being exposed, and beautiful true lights, that Jezebel energy, that whole, it's like that's all being like kind of shown for what it is, what it truly is. And the true light workers, the true energy, the true truth of love and light, that we are just all everyday people. And if we can just do the best that we can do, and there's this and there's that, and be kind and be loving and be generous and just be there for each other. And to remember, the kinder you are to you, the nicer you treat yourself, the nicer you treat everyone else. And then you also know that boundaries, the healthy boundaries that we keep are there for a reason. And we can't help what somebody else, we can't control how somebody else treats us, but we can definitely control and how we treat ourselves, and how we respond to all of that is to just say, not today. Your energy is not getting in. It's not getting to me. I stopped trying to force her out and let it happen the past, right? Yeah. Just let it, it's all happening in divine timing, Beth, in divine timing. So beautiful. Can't wait to see her beautiful face. Oh, I just can't wait to see her beautiful face. And Mother Mary is with you. And our final card is imperfectly perfect. And we have Gemma, and that is us. We are all that imperfectly perfect. We're not going to do every day correct or right. We're not going to do everything, we're not going to get it all right. But the one thing we can start getting right is truly the love and light that we exude out into the world, the love and light that we bring into ourselves, and that we truly stand here and celebrate each other. We celebrate life, and we hold on to the faith that beautiful things are on its way. Much, much love. Thank you all for being here, and thank you for being with me and for following. And like I said, I'm doing my event tomorrow night. You're welcome to sign up to purchase your ticket. I am only taking 25 people in total. There is still a few spaces left. So if you want to get in, you go to CoreyThorne.com. Lisa shared the link. And then if you were here when I was talking about spiritual depression stuff, and you want to join me in that coaching where we're just going to recharge and rebuild up that energy within you and show you ways to be able to help yourself, then that's also coming up as well. And that's the link is there, and it's also on my website and also on the Facebook page. So please keep me up to date, and please, yes, I can't wait to see a picture. And thank you, Beth. And thank you for everyone else. And thank you to Jack and to Mother Mary and to all who came in for us tonight and to be here with us. So much love. So much love. And yeah, and so today, like I said, happy birthday to my dad, who's all the way home in Newfoundland, who's in actually cooking for my brother at one of his lodges. So thank you. Beautiful, beautiful night. Mwah. Much love. I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.